Top 10 places to visit in France. With 82 million foreign visitors annually, France has held the title of a most popular tourist destination for more than 20 years. France's sophisticated culture, delectable food, great wines, charming châteaux, and stunning scenery entice visitors from all over the world. Paris is typically the first place that comes to mind when people think about France. While the nation's capital is a stunning city with neoclassical buildings and some of the country's most famous landmarks, think the Eiffel Tower, there is much more to see throughout the entire country. Test out the Germanic culture in the Alsace region or the D-Day landing beaches in Normandy. Visit Brittany for its earthy Celtic culture or the Loire Valley for its castles and wine. The world-famous Bordeaux area is known for what is where you may find more wine. There are the French Alps, home to Mont Blanc, the highest peak in all of Europe. The French Riviera, which includes Saint-Tropez, offers unending charm in the south. There are many places to see in France, but these are the top ones. Number 10. Marseille. A prominent Mediterranean seaport is located off the southeast coast of France in Marseille, the second largest city in France and one of the oldest towns in Europe. With a wide range of organizations and institutions, Marseille is a thriving city. It also boasts a beautiful climate, Roman remains, medieval architecture, and prestigious cultural venues. Vieux-Port, Marseille's old port, is where everything happens. This bustling harbor is dominated by two medieval forts and is surrounded by riverfront cafes, boutiques, and bars. Visitors can witness luxury yachts, ferry boats, and fishermen auctioning off their catch at the daily fish market at the Quai de Belges, which is located at the end of the port. The Calanques are a collection of little inlets with awe-inspiringly blue water and beautiful limestone cliffs, and they are one of Marseille's outstanding natural attractions. With several museums, art galleries, and landmark structures like La Vieille Charrette and the Basilique Notre Dame de la Garde, Marseille is a thriving regional center of arts and culture. A significant number of opera houses and theaters, including Theatre Torsti, are also located in the city. Number 9. Lyon. Lyon, the seat of the Rhône department in the Rhône-Alpes region, is a city in east-central France. Lyon, the third largest city in France, has a lengthy history and is renowned for its ancient architecture, cuisine, and active cultural scene. 9 arrondissements and a number of neighborhoods make up Lyon. There are interesting finds to be found in every neighborhood. For instance, Courgrousse is well renowned for its thousands of secret passageways known as troubles, whereas Presqu'île is noted for its restaurants, pubs, and clubs. Roman ruins and Gothic churches may be found in Fourvière, while the affluent neighborhood of Brados is home to the stunning Tête d'Or Park. The old district of Lyon is known for its winding, cobblestone lanes, Renaissance-style buildings, and famous sites like the astronomical Clochadorn Street Jain Cathedral. Within this neighborhood, there are lots of eateries and gift shops. While Lyon regularly lights up its most significant structures throughout the year, the Festival of Lights is a significant annual celebration that draws more than 4 million people to the different candle lighting ceremonies and expert sound and light displays. Number 8. Strasbourg. France and Germany come together in perfect harmony in Strasbourg. Strasbourg, the capital of the Alsace region, is located directly on the border between the two nations. The European Parliament and numerous other significant European organizations, like the Council of Europe and the European Court of Human Rights, have their headquarters in Strasbourg. Grande Isle, the city's historic district, must be seen. The center's various museums and eye-catching sites, such as the gorgeous Gothic church, which has pink sandstone, elaborate carvings, and a 300-year-old operating astrological clock, can be found here among a mixture of French and German architecture with signs in both languages. La Petite France, one of Strasbourg's most charming areas, is another popular destination for tourists. The cobblestone walkways, quaint cafes, and half-timbered townhomes decorated with window boxes of vibrant flowers define this riverfront neighborhood. Famous theaters like El Opéra National de Rennes and the Théâtre National de Strasbourg, as well as renowned art galleries and museums like the Musée des Beaux-Arts and Musée Alsacien, are all part of Strasbourg's vibrant arts and cultural scene. Both German and French tastes can be found in the region's excellent beer, wine, and delightful gastronomy. Numerous breweries and winstubs in this area provide tours and complimentary beverages. Local Alsatian cuisine features delicacies like sauerkraut and sausage, the German Nudelspätzle, and the Stew Bake-Off, which is made with meat and vegetables. Number 7. Loire Valley. The Loire Valley is a region in the middle of France that is well known for its breathtaking scenery, magnificent châteaux, charming vineyards, and old villages. The 175-mile-long Loire Valley winds past some of France's most picturesque communities, including Amboise, where Leonardo da Vinci spent the last few years of his life. The historic towns of Tours, Chinon, Angers, Saumur, and Orleans are also located in the area. Blois is notable for having a chateau, where French kings and nobility frequently congregated. The valley's numerous chateaux, which are dispersed throughout the gently rising hills of greenery, are its main draw. These chateaux, which range from grand country manors to formidable fortifications and opulent mansions, were constructed by the French nobles. The most well-known chateaux include Chenonceau, Amboise, Rivas, Chinon, and Chambord. Because of its wealth of flower gardens, fruit orchards, and vineyards, all kept lush and rich by the sustenance of the Cher, Bleuret, Eure, and Loire rivers, the Loire Valley is known as the Garden of France. Numerous wineries in the region provide tours and wine samples. Number 6. Bordeaux. Bordeaux, the headquarters of the Garonne department in southwest France's Aquitaine area, is regarded as one of the world's major wine-growing regions, producing more than 800 million bottles of high-end wine brands each year. Bordeaux, a large port city with beautiful architecture, historic sites, and top-notch art and cultural scene, is located about half an hour inland from the Atlantic Ocean and was built atop the River Garonne. It also has a laid-back vibe. More than 350 historic buildings and landmarks may be found in Bordeaux's pedestrian zone, including medieval cathedrals, a Roman amphitheater, and attractive ancient bridges like the Pont de Pierre. The city also has a number of lovely plazas, the most remarkable of which is the Place de la Bourse with its mirror-like appearance. The well-maintained waterfront of Bordeaux features a number of quays, where visitors may browse lively markets and designer outlet stores, eat in charming establishments, or just unwind and take in the breathtaking river views. Without taking a drive through the nearby wine country, where visitors may marvel at breathtaking landscapes, charming villages, vineyards, and chateaux, a trip to Bordeaux would not be complete. In conjunction with the Festival of the River, the city holds its magnificent Festival of Wine in June. The city's waterfront quays offer nightclubs and pubs for nightlife. Number 5. Luberon. The Luberon is the place to go if you want to mix with the common folk of southern French society. It serves as a retreat for French society as well as summer visitors from the United States and United Kingdom who want to see attractive villages. Since the publication of Peter Mail's books about living in Provence, this area of central Provence has become a popular tourist destination. You'll quickly understand why Luberon is such a popular tourist destination with its beautiful woodlands, lavender farms, farmers markets, and brightly painted homes. Pottery from Appy-le-Vieux, which still has a feel of the Middle Ages, makes a wonderful souvenir. Number 4. Mont Saint-Michel. The rocky island of Mont Saint-Michel, off France's northwest coast in Normandy, rises up from the middle of extensive mudflats and some of the strongest tides in Europe. The tidal island is one of the most visited locations in France because of its collection of medieval buildings that appear to be heaped on top of one another and are crowned by the Abbey of Mont Saint-Michel, the destination's main draw. After the Bishop of Avranches purportedly received a visit from the Archangel Michael in 708 AD, devout monks began construction on the magnificent abbey. Number 3. Dordogne. You won't be able to see everything you want to see in the picturesque Dordogne region of southern France unless you have weeks or months to spare. Starting with picture postcard villages and chateaux, such as the impressively preserved Château de Baynac, there is simply so much to see and do here. The Dordogne River runs through the countryside, which is also quite stunning. The best prehistoric cave art in France is found in the Dordogne. Animals dominate the murals at Lascaux. Sadly, they are no longer open to the public, but reproduction is worth visiting. Number 2. French Riviera. The French Riviera, which is situated on the French side of the Mediterranean Sea, is a popular destination for celebrities, the wealthy, and large numbers of tourists. Although there isn't a defined border, it is often seen to go from the French border with Italy in the east to Saint-Tropez, Hyères, Toulon, or Cassis in the west. There are numerous lesser-known spots to visit in the Riviera, like the perfumeries of Grasse, the perch towns of Aix, and Saint-Paul-de-Vence. The Riviera is famous for the splendor of street tropes, Monaco, and the Cannes Film Festival. Many well-known artists, including Picasso, were inspired by the Riviera, and many of their works are on show in the area's museums and art galleries. Despite being one of the more northern Mediterranean shores, the area has a great mild to warm climate all year round. Number 1. Paris. Paris is the most popular tourist destination in the world, drawing more than 45 million tourists a year. Paris, the capital of France, is known as the City of Lights, the City of Love, and the capital of fashion. It is renowned for its romantic ambience, gastronomy, fashion, and art. While the city of Paris is divided into 20 distinct neighborhoods, or arrondissements, each with its own unique personality and attractions. The Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, Versailles Palace, Sacré-Cœur, and Notre Dame Cathedral are among its most recognizable structures. The Louvre Museum and Musée d'Orsay are only two of the world's best museums that can be found in Paris. Additionally, Paris is home to stunning parks like the Luxembourg Gardens. Paris, known as the capital of fashion, is home to some of the best-known fashion brands in the world, such as Yves Saint Laurent, Lancôme, L'Oréal, and Christian Dior. The city's retail options include malls, outdoor markets, boutiques, and flea markets. The best and least expensive method to move around Paris is on foot, followed by the metro, a first-rate underground train system. So, which one was the most fascinating to you? Let us know in the comments.